Hello everyone, how are you all? Welcome to the history class of Standard 6th. I hope all of you are doing fine at home. Dear students, we teachers are missing our students very much. We are missing those bright smiling faces of our students. I know you also must be missing your school, your friends, and your games periods, and also your teachers, isn't it? But this year is a quite different year for all of us. We are getting time at home with our family members. So I'll just request all of you to utilize this time productively. It should not be like that every day I'm just getting up, I'm studying all these modules, I'm watching these modules, I'm watching reference videos, solving worksheet, and then my work is done. Now I'm free to watch movies or to watch television for hours and then sitting with my device for hours or just sleeping entire day. No, please don't do that. Utilize this time productively. Do something productive. Engage yourself, making some artistic objects or things, creative drawings, paintings, craft work, read new books, watch good movies which will give you good message at the end, surf internet and learn new things through that. We teachers are also utilizing this time very optimistically. We teachers are learning many things nowadays. See, earlier also we used to study and learn more things about our subject. We used to update ourselves through recent whatever happenings are around, or we used to read a lot about our subject or overall about other subjects too. But nowadays we are utilizing this time to learn technology. Yes, we teachers are learning technology and we are using different, technical things to make our virtual modules, these sessions, more creative, interesting for all of you. After all, we teachers want our students to get best study material. So you also utilize this time positively. And whatever you will do now in this phase, when we will meet in the school, share your experiences with us. Okay, now let us start with our history period. In the last session of history, that was the first module of lesson number 2, sources of history. And today it is the second and last module of lesson number 2. What did we study in last session? Let us recall. Sources of history, module 1. We studied what are sources of history, and it has 3 types: material sources, written sources, and oral sources. We have studied examples of each source of history in detail in the last session. And today's session, what we are going to learn? We are going to focus on the sources of ancient Indian history, because this year's history we are going to deal with the ancient India. My dear students, I hope you remember last year's history we learned the prehistoric period of history. Now, prehistoric period where written records were not available, and historical period starts when we found the written records which helped us to understand about that particular period, isn't it? So this year we are going to start with historical ancient period. So let us start with today's module. Sources of history, module 2. In this session, we will learn particularly about sources of ancient Indian history. This year's history is about the ancient history of India. In this module, we will understand examples of 3 types of sources which helped us to understand ancient Indian society, culture, tradition, and other aspects in detail. Let us start this study. Sources of ancient Indian history. First type of source is material sources. As you know, artifacts, articles, monuments or their ruins are called the material sources of history. Let us see examples of ancient material sources. Rock paintings, pottery, terracotta objects, beads, ornaments, sculptures, metal objects, coins, weapons. Another type of material source is structural remains. Let us see examples of it. Caves, houses, stupas, rock cut caves, temples, churches, mosques, pillars. The second type of source is written sources. As you know, different types of literature help us understand the history of various historical periods. These sources are known as the written sources of history. Let us see examples of ancient written sources. Inscriptions on Harappan seals, Vedic literature, Mesopotamian clay tablets, manuscripts, copies of Mahabharata and Ramayana, Jain and Buddhist literature, writings of Greek historians, travelogues, travelogues by Chinese travelers, books on grammar, Puranas, and inscriptions. Now, third type of source is oral sources. As you have learned in the previous session, oral source of history is formed by the literature preserved by oral tradition. Let us read the examples of ancient oral sources. The Vedic, Buddhist, and Jain literature of ancient India was preserved by oral tradition. It is now available in the written form. Even so, the oral tradition is still alive. When oral compositions are used for history writing, they are included in the oral sources. Now, let us understand more about the sources of ancient Indian history. The ancient period of Indian history extends from the Stone Age to the 8th century CE. We learn about the Stone Age period of Indian history through archaeological excavations. Since scripts had not developed at that time, no written sources are available. However, information about the ancient period from 1500 BCE onwards can be derived from the Vedic literature. In the beginning, the Vedas were not in the written form. The ancient Indians had developed the technique of memorizing and reciting them. The Vedas were written down later on. The Vedas and the post-Vedic literature form an important source of ancient Indian history. Important source of ancient Indian history includes the Brahmanas, the Upanishads, the epics. An epic is a type of long narrative poem, for example, Ramayana and Mahabharata. Then the Jain and Buddhist literature, plays, poems, stone inscriptions, pillar inscriptions, travelogues of foreign travelers, etc. We also learn about ancient Indian history through material sources like archaeological remains, ancient monuments, and coins found in excavations. Let us see about the precautions to be taken while writing history. It is necessary to take precautions while using these sources of history to write history. A written document cannot be said to be authentic just because it is old. It needs to be examined critically as to who wrote it, why, and when it was written. The conclusions drawn on the basis of various genuine documents have to be cross-checked and corroborated with one another. Such a critical analysis is very important in the writing of history. And here we have completed this lesson. I hope you enjoyed the session thoroughly. Let us revise what we have learnt today. Sources of ancient Indian history and their examples. Material sources written sources, oral sources, and we just read the examples of each one of it. Now, students, please understand one thing. We have just understood the examples of it now, but in coming lessons, we are going to study each and every example in detail. We have these references in coming lessons, and that's why I did not explain each and every example in detail right now. Because, as I said, we are going to complete it in the coming lessons. Precautions has to be taken while writing history. For that, critical analysis is very important. Here, we finish this session. Students, please note that a reference video and a worksheet is attached along with this video. Please read textbook page number 8 and 9 and then solve the worksheet in your notebook. Thank you and have a good day.